Hey, everybody. Please, please, please let me know if you can hear me. I feel like I'm kind of crooked a little bit, but I'm going to work on that. Y'all let me know if you can hear me, and I hope that you can. Okay, I'm just trying to adjust myself. I'm going to be the adjusted. I was going to try to wear my glasses, but I have glare, so I'm not going to wear them. That just means I can't see y'all, but y'all pray for me. If you're joining me, let me know where you're joining from. I'm so thankful to have you guys chime in. Hey, y'all. Normally, I go live on Friday nights, but Sunday nights seem to just be a little bit better for my schedule. Hey, V, good to see you. I'm so glad that you guys are here. This is going to be a good one. At least I hope it is. I want to introduce you all to something that I'm almost positive I didn't create this. I'm sure somebody else somewhere. Hey, ma'am. Hey, Bev. Good to see you. So I'm going to message you tomorrow after work. I didn't forget. I am leaving that little notification there so I can message you tomorrow after I get off from work. Or it may even be Tuesday because we're doing a major house project. Hey, ma'am, good to see you. So glad you're here. Hey, Kim. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all. Let me know where you're chiming in from, especially if you're just joining me for the first time live. And if you've never seen a live before, all I got to say is like Samuel Jackson said in Jurassic Park, hold on to your butt. Good to see everybody. I'm so glad that you're here with me. So I do want to jump in to this. This has been on my heart for a very long time to share. Hey, Miss Robin, good to see you from Florida. Okay, before I jump into this though, and y'all know I'm not one of those. Hey, from Phoenix. Yay. Hey, from Oregon. Hey, ma'am. Y'all know that I'm not one to drag stuff out. So I really don't want to do all of that, but I need a little grace on the front end before I jump in. Hey, from Chicago. Hey, Miss Regina. Hey, y'all. So I had a struggle trying to name this. What do you name it, right? This is called Marriage Refresh. And we're just about 27 days from 2023. In 2023, which is a new year, everybody has all these goals. Everybody has all these things that they want to do. And a lot of times our personal life, other than health, because January 1st, everybody going to the gym, other than health, we really don't do a lot as far as thinking about ourselves, personal care, self-care, that type of thing. And sometimes our marriage is not even focused on. And coming from someone like me who desires marriage, who has been married before, who desires marriage, and marriage has not found me yet. Proverbs 18:22 says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I am a walking favor basket, and somebody has just not found me yet. So for somebody like me who desires marriage and I've not yet seen it, or I've not yet experienced it, I'm not dating at the moment. I'm dating. I'm just not dating anyone at the moment, right? So I'm open to date. It's hard to see married couples in a struggle. Sometimes there's an internal struggle one with another. It's hard to see marriages that you clearly know are unhappy. And it's harder to see marriages where there's mistreatment of either spouse to each other. That does not mean physical treatment. I'm not talking about that at all. That's not this conversation. So I'm going to present an idea to some of you. Some of you have never heard this before, and others of you already know and you just haven't shared it, or you didn't think about sharing it. Because another thing that is very challenging for people to believe, especially those of us who are raised in a church, is that you can talk about intimacy things and it be okay, like it's an okay thing. So I am going to ask you, if you have your Bible, to travel over with me to Titus 2, verses 3 through 5. And I want to read it in the Message. My friend Selena actually sent me something, and she had this scripture on it. That's our scripture for our Titus 2 Women's Bible Study group, but she sent it to me in the Message. And man, let me tell you, let me find it. I'm sorry, I got so many things in my Bible. Okay, Titus chapter 2, verses 3 through 5. Let's see. It starts like this. It says, God, older women, into lives of reverence, so they end up as neither gossips nor drunks, but models of goodness. By looking at them, the younger women will know how to love their husbands and children, be virtuous and pure, keep a good house, be good wives. We don't want anyone looking down on God's message because of their behavior, right? So in the Bible, it's telling us in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 3 through 5, that the older women should be teaching the younger women. Now, some of us qualify as being the older women, especially if we have younger women that, women that are younger than us that look up to us and are listening to us. And then the Bible also qualifies older women who are older in their faith or more mature in their faith than novice Christians. So I'm coming at you from a woman who has, that's the dog, y'all, sorry, from a woman who has been married. I'm coming at you from a woman who has faced or struggled with some intimacy issues because of past things that were done to me. Everybody should know what I'm talking about if you followed me for any length of time. And I'm coming at you from a woman who is very desirous of a nice, healthy, robust marriage in the future. So saying all that, and I know y'all think I'm sweet all the time. I'm sweet all the time. I really am. But I need y'all to give me grace, because saved women should not be talking about these things, or should we? And we 100% should. There are a lot of women who got married and had no clue what intimacy was supposed to look like with their spouse at all, right? So one of the verses that I pulled up that I'll share with you is 1 Corinthians 7, 3 through 5. It says, the husband should fulfill his marital duties to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but yields to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but yields it to his wife. Do not deprive each other, except perhaps for mutual consent and for a time, so that you may devote yourselves to prayer. Then come together again, so that Satan will not tempt you because you lack self-control. So a lot of times, especially those of us who are newly married and we haven't had those conversations. My grandmother never talked about anything intimate at all in our home. We never heard it. We got our cycles. We were told now you can get pregnant, and that was the end of it. We were never told anything about what should happen, what the honeymoon night looks like. We weren't told anything. And so I'm not here to tell you either. I hope you have picked that up from from your people. That is not what I'm here for. But then we're not told how to conflict resolve either. So now I'm angry with my spouse, or my spouse is angry with me, and now we withhold ourselves from each other. I actually happened to be listening to a pastor that I really appreciate the other day. He was doing a podcast, and he was talking about how he just enjoys his wife. He like, look, I'm gonna tell you real and straight, I enjoy my wife. And I think a lot of this new age thing that we've been listening to and different people, when I'm angry, I can't give myself to you. Or when I'm mad at you, so we're not going to be together. You're going to sleep on the couch, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that. Well, that's not the word. If you're a Christian and you say you believe in the Lord, then the word has been very clear. It says, do not deprive yourself. Your body doesn't belong to you, and his body doesn't belong to him. So you all have to come to, listen, we might be upset, but we going to either work it out and come together, or we going to come together, then we going to work it out. Because if we give the enemy any place, he's going to wreak havoc. Now, I didn't come here to preach. I came here to share a concept with you. Now, if you with me, just jump on in them comments and say, we with you, Shakema, we ready. Now, you might want to take some notes here. There's a concept that I like to teach in some of my ladies groups, and I think I taught this in a coffee and conversation. I have 3 ladies groups. I have Daughters of Grace on Monday nights. We meet 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have Titus 2 Women. We meet Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I have coffee and conversation, and those ladies are just totally different. We grab our coffee and we have conversation, and a lot of times we talk about things that have never been discussed. And this concept came up. I'm not really sure if any of you have ever heard of the bedroom box. So if you've never heard of the bedroom box, just let me know. I've never heard of that, Shakema. What is it? And I'm going to show you what it is. Now, Proverbs 5:19 says this: And I think we have to become very, we have to become very okay with our bodies. And I've not always been okay with my body because of what happened to me in my past, right? So I've had to work myself through that. I've had to work myself through prayer. I've had to work myself through a lot of stuff. Like, God, you got to help me because I want to be what I need to be for my spouse. I don't want the enemy to come in and tempt him any other place. Proverbs 15, I'm at 5:19. My computer's not acting right. But it says, like a deer or like a doe, the husband pants after the doe, and her breast should bring him comfort all the time, right? That's my loose paraphrase. Y'all look it up, Proverbs 5:19. A loving wife like the doe, her husband longs for her, and at her breast is he satisfied. So we get married, we have kids, we live together. We, occasionally we do the things that need to be done. Oh, there it is. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. So this is wisdom that is being given to Solomon. Listen, your wife is like a doe. She like a deer. Look, bruh, be satisfied there. Didn't say she was a herd of deer or get a herd. It said be satisfied with her. And so a lot of us have not been taught about our bodies and what makes us who we are, and therefore what we're supposed to do with them. So saying that, then I jumped into we get married, we have kids, right? I was the first one to say, I already got a husband. What do I need to get dressed up for? Wrong. You need to get dressed up for your husband. If he likes long hair, wear long hair. If he likes short hair, wear short hair. There's a reel out on Facebook and Instagram. It's Keisha, it's Belinda, it's Rebecca, and she's got different hairstyles. Listen, you've got to figure out what works best for your spouse and for you so that when you all come together, it is a beautiful experience for both people. We're no longer, and especially not moving into 2023, and I don't even want y'all to wait that long. We're no longer moving into or waiting. We're no longer just doing obligational intimacy. Well, I got to, it's Thursday night and the news just went off. So, okay, just can you hurry up about things? Because I'm tired. I've been with these kids all day. We're not doing obligatory stuff anymore. That's not how we want to live, right? Because that's not a fullness of life. If the thief comes not but to steal, kill, and destroy, I come that you would have life and life to the full. A very robust and healthy intimate relationship is what God desires for all of us. And some of us, we're like, look, can you just get on with it, please? And we got kids and kids are interrupting. Listen, I've said this before. Put your kids to bed. Put your kids to bed at a reasonable hour. Go take you a nice, good, long, hot shower to get all of the day and all of the stuff off of you. Put on your nice, smelly, good stuff, and then go get you one of them little nighty things and come on out and do all the things. Now, the bedroom box. I think that people have to spice it up. It is nothing wrong, married ladies. I'm speaking to married ladies. I'm not leaving folk out. Do what you want to do, but this is to my married sisters, because sometimes we just like, well, I got him. I got the man. What I'm supposed to do now? Your hygiene might go down. Your hairdos might go down. You don't get your nails done. Your toes is crusted over and you got that back skin on your feet. I mean, we just lose it sometimes. Not everybody, but some people, right? I was speaking with a friend of mine and we were just having a chat and she was like, my husband said something to me and I had to go get online and order me some stuff. Girl, order some stuff. Put your little sinking fund for the feel goods, all the things. Just order something. So we lose that portion. Like when y'all were dating, it was all hot and bothered and all the things. We first got married. It was every night, every 2, 3, 4, 7 times. He come home on the lunch break, whatever it is. Okay, perfect. Yes, the back skin. Okay, it's, yes. So, don't lose that. We don't want to lose anything, and especially those of us who are going into midlife. I'm 46 years old. It's been a long time since I have had an intimate relationship, but I don't want to lose anything moving into what I'm praying for. And I hope that my husband will come to me in that same manner of thinking. Hey, let's be what each other needs, right? The pastor that I was listening to, he said, sometimes I've had a hard day and I just need my wife. Sometimes they have a hard day and they just need us. And sometimes we have a hard day and we just need them, right? We need to be able to say, listen, derobe now, immediately, because I'm gonna need what I'm gonna need and handle things, right? Okay, I'm trying to be PG on here because some of y'all might got your kids. I know y'all kids think I'm like a celebrity or something, but I'm just a really average normal person. My kids ain't even in here. Okay, so the bedroom box. Now, here's a challenge for you and your husband. This is something that you all do together. There's no, I'm doing my own thing. Nope. You're going to do this together. So you're going to say to him, babe, honey, boo thing, hubby, whatever you call them, Joe, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, whatever you call them, you're going to say, I need you to find me a box. Now, don't give him any clues. Don't give him any tips on what to buy or pick up. He's like, what kind of box you need? You just pick one out. Whatever you pick is fine. He said, do you want a big one or a small one? Whatever you bring me, I need to put some stuff in a box. You bring me the box. Now, that's his only job. His only job is to bring the box. Now, most husbands are going to bring you this. This is what you're getting. This is your Target.com box, and that's okay. If you get this, no problem. All we got to do from there is you're gonna fill this with some things. Some husbands will bring you this. This is a very pretty box. It's not embellished at all. It just has the open top, right? And you can put it back on. And then you might get a small box. Some of you might get a big old box. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to see what she about to do with this. He might give you a big old empty Amazon box. Now, you got to be creative and fill it up. So his one only job is to bring the box. Your job as the wife, as the creative mind, is to then fill the box. And what are we filling the box with? We're filling the bedroom box with everything we're going to need to make things interesting or spicy in the bedroom. Now, the reason we call it the bedroom box is because only you and him will know what it means, right? There's some dust on this child. It's about like dusty like me. Y'all pray. Come on, husband, in 2023. Jesus, can I meet him and marry him in the same year? I'm about to ask the Lord. I'm going to have to have a quick nuptial. It's about as dusty as I am. Y'all pray for me. But the only thing, the reason you're going to have that box, that's code, right? It's code. Some of you have little kids. Some of you got teenagers who just nosy. Some of y'all got folks that walk in and out of your room. You don't have no privacy from your children. But that box is going to go into a secure spot. And then whenever you bring it out, he's going to know, oh, the box. Well, oh, girl, what you got going on? Take a picture of the box and send it to him while he's at work. He need to prepare for what's about. Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me, right? So he needs to be prepared for that. Or you might have different people in and out of your home. They don't need to be in your personal, intimate business, but he knows. This is why we do this together. Once he gets you the box and you fill the box, you're going to put it out somewhere. This is the very first time that he's ever going to see this box. And he's probably going to be like, why is this here? What is this? Babe, what you got going on? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that till late. That's for later. That ain't for right now. That's for later. Now, Shakema, what do I put in my box? Well, here are some thoughts. Now, put whatever you want in your box. That's all I'm saying. This, my lady friends, is a clear shower curtain. Why do I need a clear shower curtain? Okay. Men are visual, and they like to see what they like to see. They like to see their women. They really do. At least I hope they do. I don't know. My last marriage, it was a problem. But anyway, most men are attracted to the woman that they're attracted to. This pastor I was looking at, and I follow him every now and then. I don't follow a lot of people. But his Instagram is blowed up with his wife. He is in love with that woman. And she's a larger woman. She got some hips and all the things. I'm like, oh, praise the Lord. And he tells guys, he says, marry what you like. Marry what you want. If you want a freak in the sheets, marry her. Right? Do what you want to do. But men are very visual. So who needs all that other curtain business when you're in the bonds of an intimate marriage? If you put up a clear, yes ma'am, okay? Because I'm planning some stuff. If you put up a clear shower curtain and you proceed to take showers in your restroom with this clear shower curtain, I promise you 100% of the time, your husband will find things he need in that bathroom. He'll be like, oh, babe, have you seen my shavers? Oh, baby, have you seen? He will find reasons to come in the bathroom. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's that's watching has not experienced intimacy, but there are some people that just are clueless about what they should do, could do, what is not going to hinder their relationship with the Lord, right? So another verse is Hebrews 13:4. The marriage bed is undefiled. What you and hubby decide, babe, boo thing, whatever you call him, decide to do in your marriage that does not cause you to grieve Holy Spirit, then you are allowed to do such things. Again, that goes in your box, right? This is your box. I would probably prefer something a little deeper than wide, but he gets to decide that part. I get to decide everything else. So again, clear shower curtain. If this is all you can get, girl, I think I paid $5 for this at Walmart. I'm just using this. Yes, ma'am. And I'm hoping, yes, indeed. Right? My sister, indeed. Listen, because we get comfortable in our marriage. We get comfortable. Honey, we walking around with the bedroom shoes that's 10 years old. Get a new pair of house shoes. I know that your comfortable flannel jammies is comfortable. But if you know that he likes the color red, why don't you buy one little cute nighty thing? I mean, he can tell you what he likes. Put it in the box. And for the special time that you have the box out, then you get, you get the thing out. You don't have, this has not have to be every single night, but this is when it's going to be special to you. I don't know if any of you have ever watched a series called Army Wives, but there's a wife on there. It's an old. I think it's on Netflix, or maybe it's on one of them old. It might not be on Netflix anymore, but Roxy is a little bit out there. Now, she is not the typical army wife. This man saw her in a bar, asked her to marry him. They were married in 4 months. He brings her back to the base, and Roxy has all these ideas. One night, she puts up all of this material around her bedroom, and she is having Moroccan night. She does all of the things that, and most of us are going, I never would have thought of that. You can do a lot with a little bit, right? Just give him what he needs. And again, the marriage bed is undefiled so that you and hubby can come together and experience each other. Now, I went to a little store. Send me a check. I'm learning from some people I watch. Send me a check. This is Spencer's. I went in Spencer's. Now, I went, let me tell you why I have this stuff. I was doing a giveaway with my Titus 2 married ladies. We were doing a session, and we were doing the Love Dare, and I still didn't send this out. I'm the world's worst of sending out stuff. So I just try not to do giveaways because I don't remember to always send stuff out. So anyway, I went to the places where I thought it would be clean enough for me to go in there, first of all. But they have some interesting things in there. Now, I don't go to certain other places, but there are some other places. If you're a married woman, now we're not talking about, out there. We're not talking about movies and magazines and all these other things. That's not what I'm talking about. Here's what I think. Here's what I believe. Because I've had men say to me before, well, I'm not going to buy the car without a test drive. Well, sir, you're going to have to test drive somebody else. because I am not a Lamborghini. I am not a toy. I am not. I am a human, and you just can't be running in and out of here. You got to go about your business. So, a married couple, if you have never, right, he's smart enough and you're smart enough to be able to figure out things that would bring each other comfort and pleasure. And if you're not smart enough to figure it out, then you should be smart enough to at least talk about it, right? We can chat as things are unfolding, right? Don't we have bedroom talk? Don't some people do that? It's been a minute. Y'all pray for me because it's been a skinny minute. But don't people have that bedroom chat? Do this, don't do that. I like that. No, that ain't so good. You know, talk about it. As intelligible of humans as we are, you should be able to, with your spouse, you married the person. You should be able to have the, I like this, I don't like this conversation. And so that is the beauty of coming together with a person, is figuring out what you like together. Right? Okay. So I picked up a few. Now, you got to be careful. Some stuff is a little bit out there. I was like, oh, okay, next aisle for me. That was a lot, right? But there are some things that I have picked up. This again was for my giveaway. I didn't give it away. It's still in the bag though, y'all. Still in the bag. When did I buy this stuff? Child, and I was embarrassed. I mean, I'm not gonna tell y'all that I'm all big and bold and brave and just walked up in there. I was embarrassed to buy this stuff. This was in September of 21. Y'all pray for me. It's been over a year. Over a year. Whoever get this, I'm about to send it out for real to somebody. Blessed be the name. Okay. So I bought, there are several packages of cards in here, and so one of these in this one box, I'm not telling you what it is, but it's a box, and it has 4 different games. 21, y'all pray my strength, because I have to get off of stuff sometimes. You know, I'm like, Lord, I done forgot and went on to the next thing. 21. There's 4 different games in here. So there's a set of dice. And on the dice, there are some pictures, right? So it's not like words or numbers or anything, but there's pictures. And you roll the dice, and then you do what's on the picture, right? That can go in your box. Then there is a, look, y'all got to get close. I ain't got my glasses on. There's a wheel where you flick the wheel. Yes, in a healthy marriage that need a little bit of something, right? We all can say we need a little bit of something, right? So you spin the wheel, and wherever it lands, there's a pictorial. And none of this is like raunchiness. None of this is triple X and none of that. It just is just healthy marriages that, just like Harris Thomas said, that needs just a little bit of spice. We've been together a long time. I promise you this. Here's what and if I'm wrong, you can come back up here and tell me I'm wrong. You can call me out, all kinds of things. But if you do this and implement this bedroom box, I promise you your husband eyebrows gonna go, what in the world? What, girl, who you been hanging out? He ain't gonna tell you no. He won't do that. Then there's another thing that has a set of cards, and there's some pictorials. Like, I'm looking at one card. It has like champagne glasses and some rose petals and stuff, right? Because sometimes we're not creative in our mind. And if I'm not a creative mind, I might need a little bit of help. Now, again, this is not movies, because I don't believe in any of that. This is not magazines. I don't believe in any of that. But I'm talking about 2 people that love one another, who are committed to each other in a committed marriage relationship. You can put things in your box. And again, this is what y'all agree to. You can put the whole box together. If it's time for the box to come out, he's going to see things. And if there's something in here that he doesn't want to participate in, that's a conversation. He'll be like, well, girl, where you get this from? Well, I was thinking because I heard you say, and next, just whatever. And then he was like, well, yeah, I don't think that's going to work for me. Or some people have triggers from their past, and so they would not care for something. Well, that's where you have a conversation. You've got to know your partner well enough to be able to talk. Communication is key in intimacy. It's the first line before you get intimate with someone. You have to talk about things. And then the last thing, this I like, right? This is a trivia game. I don't want to open this because I'm supposed to give it away, but I'm just going to see if it's not in a, it is in some plastic. Okay. But it's a trivia game. And the only thing is, it says learn about your lover through 30 personal questions. We want to talk and we want to chat. Sometimes you on a rest break or you on a, Charlie, been a long time, but you on a break. And so maybe you have some intimate pillow talk conversation. But some of us don't really even know our spouses at all. We don't know their hopes. We don't know their goals. We don't know their dreams. We know what they said to us when they was trying to get us. We know that. But really, when you think and go deeper, there's just some things that we don't know. So this gives you, again, it's trivia. It's called personal trivia, and you can have those questions. I can't see the questions. Well, maybe let me see. Let me open up something else. Okay, I'm trying not to open this too much because I don't want to be messing stuff up. And then it does have rules. There's some rules. Oh, here's some questions. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is good. Okay, so this is question number 1. Now, this says, which part of my body would I most enjoy you massaging, right? Or you would maybe pose that question to them. What type of surprise would you most appreciate? And here are some choices. They have flowers, a candlelit dinner, or a new technique, something different you want to try. Now, again, nope, this is not for somebody. If you're being harmed in your relationship, this is not for you. Call your nearest people who can get you some help to get away from that. Healthy relationships that need a little bit of something, right? Okay. Okay. One of the questions is what I would prefer to spend more time during foreplay, and then it gives you some options. So, talk about people who find themselves in counseling or they're going through a breakup. A lot of it is intimacy. Well, he just doesn't do what I like. Does he know what you like? Because if you never told him, he's not going to know. Now, there are just some raggedy people out here, and they do raggedy stuff. But I'm talking about people who truly enjoy each other. This is my best friend. I'm not going to give myself to anybody that's not my best friend. This is my best friend. And I want them to be pleased the same way I want to be pleased. I feel like I'm not explaining this right, but okay, I got some more. Okay. Then there is another... Okay, there's another. I want to put this up to the screen, but I want to make sure that it's nothing up here crazy. Okay, I'm not going to put it up to the screen. There's another set of dice that's different than there's a 4-in-1 game, and then there's another, just a separate set, right? And so this has pictures and time frames, and then there's something called he decides, she decides. So he decides what he want to try, and then and then she decides something else. If she whoever rolls, if he gets it, he makes a choice. If she gets it, she makes a choice. And then there's some time frames. And again, that's all looks okay. Looks fine. Put it in your box. And then there's another little card game. You definitely should. I mean, if you are contemplating joining your life with someone, you 100% need to have every conversation there is to have. Now, I can't tell you how deep to go into conversation, but we need to discuss what I am willing to do, what I'm not willing to do, who I'm not willing to invite to be a part of this coupleship, who you ain't gonna be, nope. That's a no for me, clearly, because there are some boundaries that we have within ourselves. And again, it could be situational. It could, like I said, again, this is a great idea, but for somebody's spouse, this may be a trigger back to the days when they was watching videos and he like, babe, you know what? I think it's a great idea, but I can't handle this. It's a bit much because this take me back to places I'm not trying to go. And if that's the conversation, then you just, ask for forgive, babe. I was just trying to spice it up a little bit. We do not need that negativity in this space. So we are done with this, right? So you have to have conversations. Here's what I think. You're going to join your finances. You're going to join your households. You're going to join your kids because most of us are older and we have kids, or you want to have kids with this person and you never discuss the intimate things. That just can't be. Now, again, how deep you go, that's between you and him and what you're able to handle. That keeps you from slipping and dipping and tripping and all that stuff, right? Because that's just my belief. You do what you want to do, but you must have conversations. It is essential. It is essential. Conversations actually make you want to get intimate with someone, and that doesn't mean in the physical. I want to know you here. Oh, I really enjoyed this one guy I just met. Oh my God, we were at a party and he just talked so well. You telling your girlfriends, dog, dang. Wow, I really want to talk to him again. I hope he calls me. I did give him my number. That's the conversation you're having with your girlfriends. And that's because you had a conversation with this person. He was intellectually stimulating. And so you want to be stimulated some more in your intellect. So yes, you have to have those conversations. Now there's another game. Okay, this is like war, right? I declare war, I guess, is the game. But this is going to require the removing of outer garments. So the name of the game is called Let's Get Outer Garment to Go Away, right? It's just a card game. So again, those were just a few things that I picked up. What else would I put in my box? Okay, so don't judge me. Do not judge. And so here's and you can find a lot of ideas on the internet, just ways to spice up your romance, or you can Pinterest spicy romance, right? It keeps it PG in there. So say your husband does a project that you've been asking him to do for a long time. I mean, Lord have mercy, you've been asking him to clean them gutters out for 3 years, and finally, he cleans out the gutters. There are these little coupons that you can put together. You don't have to go to the store and purchase anything. You don't have to buy anything if you're a creative mind. So I have put together some of these for some of my friends who are married. I had some of these when I was married. I'm not married anymore, so I don't have any more, but I will make them for my friends. And they are called Coochie coupons. So whenever he does a good thing, a right thing, Coochie coupon. Babe. Yes. And here's the thing, right? You got to just slip it in on him somewhere. If you make your husband's lunch, you know how parents put a little note in their kids' lunch? You got to slip that sucker in there somewhere. So he is all day thinking, wow, I'm about to cash in. Or for an anniversary, Valentine's Day was a big one too. You put a stack of them together and then you give him the booklet and he's able to cash in his coupons when he is ready for whatever. And then on the coupon, it just says redeemable for, and you come up with all the things, a foot massage, a back rub, a free night of football. It don't even have to be anything that is an intimate, free night without the kids to watch football or something like that. But you've got to get creative in your mind. And then when you've done what needed to be done, you put your you put your bedroom box in a place that he knows where it is and you know where it is. And either of you can pull it out at your leisure. A couple other things that you might want to go in there. There's some people just tend to be a little dry. So you might need some moisture, right? Put in there too. That is the limit of my knowledge. I would also say, of course, a little nighty situation that might be very good. And then if you're not sure what he likes, do a Pinterest search together of, hey, I kind of wear this flannel situation all the time. Is there something else you might like to see? Conversation. It just opens up the conversation. So I wanted to introduce that to you. Let's not go into 2023 the same as we're coming out of 21. Some people during the pandemic got closer. We were in the same space for 2 years. We couldn't go out nowhere. And some people during the pandemic got farther and farther apart. Some people, because you have kids, you've gotten farther and farther apart. Some people, because you have special needs or you have elderly parents or whatever the case may be, everybody else gets you except him. He gets the leftovers, or you get his leftovers because he's working 80 hours a week or whatever the case may be. But this is a way to just come together and have something special set aside for you and for him. Our coming together is a recharge. It's going to change, at least in these moments, right? Because we ain't talking hours, child. We're trying to go to bed. But in these moments that we are together, this is going to recharge us. This is going to focus us. This is, hey, pack the bag, pack a small overnight in the box, and let's go. Mama's coming. Hey, maybe you ask your mother-in-law, hey, mama, is there any way that you could keep the kids on a moment's notice, right? Because we might need to go and handle some business. So mama says, sure, just let me know. I got it. So that's his coupon, an overnight quick trip. Well, Shakema, I can't afford an overnight quick trip. That's what sinking fund is for. That's what the overage in your groceries are for. If you have extra money, put it somewhere. So then you don't have to go to Mexico. You can go up the street to the Hilton Inn and do an overnight. Just get there at check-in at 4 o'clock. Right, babe, can you meet me at this? Y'all, listen. Okay, here's another idea. I got all this planned out because, listen, when my husband come, y'all might not get no videos for a little while. Try to pre-film some stuff for y'all because I have things to do. So text him, meet me at this address at this time, room, whatever the room is. Yes, absolutely. Especially if you are one of those moms and you have older girls and you trying to help prep them for the things, you can have these conversations. But listen, you want to say, just send him a text. Everybody's texting these days. Text him. Just text him this address. That's it. Send the kids home with their grandmama. Yes. Okay. Another thing. This is when you need to get together with your girlfriends and y'all come up with all the ideas. Don't give away all your stuff, but hey, girl, have you ever thought about like and again, you got to go to Pinterest and search some stuff. I didn't search any of this, but anyway, I know what I didn't have in my first marriage, and I don't desire that in my second final marriage. And so when my husband comes, I pray again that he is ready for a healthy and a robust relationship, because I didn't have that in the first. We didn't have any communication. There was none of that. So, you could have a envelope full of ones, fives, tens, whatever, taped somewhere where he would find it. And, some music playing, a little floof thing around your neck, and, whatever. Again, if that's a trigger, don't do that. But if it's not, and he's going to say, where in the work, girl? And still he gonna make it rain, baby, make it rain. Again, and I didn't know anything either. And then I was coming off of having been my situation in my childhood, and I was very closed off in that area of intimacy, very closed off. And even now, as I'm sharing tips with you, see, I always pray, God, help me to help the women, right? Because some women just don't know things. I was one of those. My grandparents didn't explain, and I just really didn't want to know. Even now, desirous of marriage as I am, my husband has to know two things. I am not sure how this is going to work out, but I'm sure that I want it to work out, right? I have a little angst here because it's been a minute, but I do desire this. So meet me where I am, and I pray that I have someone that is compassionate and that is open to knowing all of my things and will help me, and that we'll be able to form our bonds together. Absolutely make sure Granny doesn't have anything going on, because Stella got to get her groove back too. But again, if you have friends that don't know things, you can help each other. Now, don't give them your secrets, because you don't want nobody giving the googly out of your man. But we have, my sister and I, we talk about things. You know, I have girlfriends and we talk about things. Another thing that some friends of mine have done, they have done boudoir shots. They've had, you know, somebody mentioned having older children. The mom takes the pictures of the person. They get them developed and they put it in a album, right? And give that to the husband. This is just for you. That might be in the box. We're digital now, so maybe you do some digital situations. I don't know how that happens. That was an idea from a long time ago. But you have to be open to learning new things. And listen, he'll tell you what he likes. He'll tell you what he needs and what he wants, and you'll know. So we're trying to get out of the obligatory nature of intimacy. That's just not what we're doing anymore. And we're not going to have an attitude about it either. Because listen, sometimes, child, listen, we got to be real with it. You can't lie on Sunday. You just got to say what it is, right? Y'all pray for me. So, anywho, those are just some thoughts that I wanted to share with you all, because I think it's very important moving into the new year. We got to be together, and some couples are not together. Some couples have never been together. Some couples don't know how to come together. And then they'll say, well, what if we get married and we don't like it? Then you need to have a conversation. Y'all need to explore things. You need to talk a lot and practice quite a lot of things with each other, so that you can find what makes you feel well and what makes him feel well. And that is how things should work. That's just, again, my opinion. It's what my prayer is moving forward. And I hope it all works out. So let me know in the comments, any questions, any comments that you might have. I'm here to answer any of those, or anybody have any ideas that you care to kind of throw in there. We always do the flowers and the rose petals and the champagne glasses and all of that stuff. Absolutely, as long as it's honorable, and as long as nobody is asking you to go against something that's your belief system, then you've got to find that happy medium between you and your spouse. Listen, my conviction is this, and we shouldn't even be married to somebody that's going to ask us to compromise our standards. How can two walk together lest they be in agreement? That's Amos 3:3. I'm not going to marry some. Now, that doesn't mean because he loved the Lord, he ain't got some kind of kinky frinky going on. But listen, bro, this is not what I'm doing. I'm going to do this, and that's my maximum. That's my limit, right? So that's how we going to do that. I can't do anything other than that. But again, put something in place, even if you just go away once every 4th month, right? That's 3 times a year. It's just us. It's 2 days. Again, if you can only afford 1 day, get there right at check-in and stay right till checkout. Don't let them try to check you out early. Listen, we checking out at 11. Checking out is 11. We'll be downstairs at 10:59, because sometimes you just need intimacy. And sometimes you don't even need the physical act of intimacy. Can we just lay here together and sleep without the kids? I mean, no, they not co-sleeping tonight. No. Because a lot of times our lives become inundated with everybody else, and your husband gets pushed to the background, and then the next thing you know, now y'all aren't together and you can't figure out what happened. What we didn't make time and priority for each other. Listen, it's a lot of people doing a lot of yes, yes. Come on, just whatever you comfortable with. I'm working on my body because I want to be able to stand naked and unashamed in front of my husband. I just do. And that, that's referring to something different in the scripture, but I do want to be able to do that. Um, Absolutely. Spontaneity is it. Hey, ma'am, good to see you. But think of things. If you can't think of things, host a Saturday girls brunch, put the mimosas out and just have a little chatty chat. Just put all your little, right? You can't get information and keep it to yourself. You've got to take things and you got to share it with other people. So y'all have a round table. Hey, girl, we about to make these coupons for our booze, right? Everybody on Black Love Docs, they need to call Shakema. I'll be up there and tell them awesome stuff. Yes, I'm here. I might not be married, but I know what I'm looking for and I know what I'm about to give, right? So you just have a round robin with your friends and y'all just do all the things. Or say, hey, girl, look, here's a girls' night out. Okay, it's 4 of us. We going to this place where we gonna buy some stuff. And you buy 4 of your thing, you buy 4 of your thing, you buy 4 of your thing, and you buy 4 of the same thing and switch. And then y'all have now, everybody has shared around a different idea, a different, I might buy the dice, you might buy the card game, she buys a little spinning thing, and somebody else buys some, right? So you do all of that, and then you go home, and now you have things to add to your box. And the box doesn't stay the same. You kind of upgrade the box. You might, after that first initial time, he's able then to add something to the box. Again, boundaries, whatever we've talked about and discussed. There's some moisturizers that are scented and have flavors and all kinds of stuff. Listen, whatever you doing, do that. And that's a way. I think I'm having this conversation. I'm feeling a little embarrassed. I think I got heat going up my neck. But I'm like a prude. I really am. My sister's like, you so prudish, right? Because we didn't have these conversations. So I'm feeling a type of way. But I know it's going to matter to somebody. It's 67 of y'all. It was up to 80 something. If one person takes away something and they implement it, if nothing else, if all you can do is the shower curtain, girl, do that. Do something. He gonna be like, what got in it? I promise. Look, put that shower curtain. I'm telling you right now, he gonna be in that bedroom trying to find something. He'll be trying to find something. Why do you think the glassed-in showers are glass? That wasn't just by happenstance. People trying to get their look-see on. Like, oh, what you watching, you? I better get my life together. Y'all pray for me. 23, come on, honey. Come on, husband, in 23. But anywho, I'm actually going to reel this idea, and I just wanted to share it here before I actually did a reel on it. But I hope that it was helpful to somebody. Please don't judge me harshly. I have not been in an intimate relationship since I left my husband, and that's been 13 years. Jackson is 13 and a half. So I have not been in an intimate relationship with anybody. That is not my conviction. My conviction is between a man and a wife, a husband and a wife. So, don't say, oh, Shakema was telling us this stuff that she was doing. No, I ain't done it yet, but let me tell you something. My turn coming, okay? Anywho, I love all y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. We are always happy to have you over here on the channel. You really bless us. If you like the video, please, please, please do the things, because it just helps the video get out into the algorithm and the feed, and it helps the channel to grow, which helps my family on the financial side, and that's just been a blessing to us. I do hope that you enjoyed this topic tonight, a little bit different than what I'm normally used to doing. And I'm going to try to give this away to somebody. I got to get my ladies back in the group. 21, y'all. Okay. Shakema's going to do all the things. I love y'all. Go on out there and refresh the marriages, and then just send me emails and just say refreshed or something. You ain't got to, I don't need details. That is not what, I don't need all that. I just need to know that you're, my heart is for you and your marriage to survive. And not just survive, but to thrive. I don't know why God has put marriage and family on my heart so much, but he will not let me get away from it. I can try to do everything else in the world, and it comes back to marriage and family. Shakema, you're not married. I'm not, but I was, and I still want to be. I just wasn't married to the right person at the right time. So this next time, if God allows, I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. And I want you to have it right. Not right the way I'm going to do it, but right the way it works for you and him, right? That. And it won't let me go. It's like when God called me to ministry, I just was like, Lord, why me? Why me? Why me? And he's like, well, why not you? You free, you avail. So go ahead. But that thing won't let me go. I want your marriages to be strong. I want your children to see love. I want all of that. They should see hugging and kissing and smooching and not, they should see a little fanny patting, not anything they shouldn't see, but all of that. All of the lives are avail. They should be avail on the channel anytime. I don't usually take anything down. Anywho, I'm going now. It is 9:24, and I probably needed to be doing something with my children. I don't know what it is, but maybe I won't. I'm going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here. Chillax. I got to decompress from this because, you know, you help people and you hope their stuff goes well. And then you think about, well, God, when is it going to be my turn? So I'm just going to sit and decompress. Y'all pray my strength. I love all y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye now.